Moises Caicedo for 100 million pounds. Take it or leave it. This is crazy. This is indeed silly, silly season. And I blame Arsenal. I blame Arsenal. They went on ahead and took all the sweet time in the world to close the Declan Rice deal. And while they took their sweet time, City came in and pretty much forced them to jack up their price for Declan Rice all the way up to 105 million pounds. And of course, Brighton has seen Rice go for 105 million pounds, and they're like, well, listen, if Rice is going for 105, then surely Caicedo should not be too far behind. And can you blame them? Because in this crazy market, right? Is the prices do not reflect the players' current real value, right? I mean, Rice is not worth 105 million. Enzo was, we paid 105 million for Enzo, and as great as he has been, so far, you know, he's not a 105 million player. Let's not even talk about Mudrick and so on and so forth. So it is what it is, So what is the real value? Well, as the saying goes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that's where the real value lies, right? Because make no mistake about it. As of right now, it's only Chelsea that's in the market for Caicedo, and but there's no guarantee that it's just gonna be us and us alone. And so what we don't want to do is while we're trying to get Caicedo at a reasonable price, whether that be 85 million or 85 plus 5 or whatever. Um, we do not want to dilly dally and leave the door open for another club to come in and if not getting the player, a club like Man U will be so happy to do to us what City did to Arsenal, which would be just to jump in, just to basically mess up the market for us and jack up the price to 105 or even 110. And so um, you know what I'm saying is beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and right now the eye of the beholder is Chelsea FC. All we got right now is Enzo in midfield. He's a lonely man in midfield. It's just Enzo and only Enzo, and he needs a partner in midfield. And if Bowley has to structure a deal that it ends up being 10 or 15 million more, because that's what it's going to end up. It's not going to be. This is not an 85 million pound deal. I'll be shocked. Listen, anything, anything can happen, right? I mean, a fair play to a Bowley. He's been able to get deal after deal across the finish line. So I mean, I'm not necessarily doubting Bowley's ability to negotiate this deal and basically get this deal done. However, what I'm saying is that as a club, we have to kind of value uh, the cost benefit, right? The cost benefit value or analysis of getting this deal done early, getting Caicedo in camp in time for the USA tour, so that uh, Pochettino can begin to work on him right away. Both him and Enzo, they can begin to understand themselves and begin to build the partnership like as early as possible, and which would then hopefully put us in a much better footing to make a run for the top four. That right there, right? That bigger picture is worth more than trying to save 5 or 10 or even $50 million, £50 million on this Enzo deal. Like Enzo, no, he's not worth 100 million pounds, but for us, Chelsea, right? The eye beauty is in the eye of the beholder. For Chelsea, I mean, he's worth whatever we say that he's worth. And right now, we're a club that just finished 12th place last season. We finished so far down on the table that there's no European football. And the reality is, you know, most Chelsea fans, we don't really know what is waiting for us this season. That's the reality. Like last season was so bad. This is not even like was it 15 season 2015-2016, I believe, when we finished 10th. This is not like that season when we finished 10th, because when we finished 10th, it was just I mean, you could tell it was an aberration, right? I mean, we still had like players in attack. Guys were a little bit banged up. We were so far down the table, but they had turned things around in the second half of the season, and we weren't anywhere as bad in that season as we've been pretty much throughout last season. Last season we were just awful. So now, granted, we have heard from our new boss, Pochettino. He has come in. He said the right things. Today, he again gave us a wonderful view through his press conference, and he does look the appearance of a man who is in charge, who knows, who has vividly has ideas on how he plans to turn things around for this football club, but it still remains to be seen. And one of the main pieces to make all these wonderful players work is a strong man in midfield. Like that's what the doctor ordered. We need a strong man in midfield, and we need that strong man to be signed like ASAP, like today, all right? And if it's gonna cost us more, a lot more than 85, yeah, that's I mean that we might have to just take that little extra L and just close this deal and sign and sealed and delivered, and just gift wrapped him a gift wrapped Caicedo over to Pochettino. So I mean, we could just start rolling, because I mean, time is going, and time waits for nobody. So in as much as Romano has been sort of trying to make sort of give Chelsea fans hope, and trying to calm our fears and calm our concerns by saying that both clubs are talking. Both clubs have a different kind of understanding of how they want to to handle this deal. I mean, I do have faith in that, but I do also understand that until a deal is done, there's nothing is guaranteed until you sign on the dotted line and basically close the deal. Anything can happen, and we cannot afford to not get Caicedo, because I don't see Plan B. Let's just keep it real, y'all. I don't see. I mean, unless y'all there's some kind of Plan B that's hiding in the bushes. I don't see Plan B. And the likes of Andre Santos, he's not Plan B. Caicedo, the plan for those chaps is at least one or both of them to come off the bench and to sort of gradually build themselves into the squad, and not pile too much pressure on those players. So that's not necessarily. I mean, that's not Plan B. So this is it. It's. I mean, for me, it feels like we've put all of our eggs in one basket, and so this deal has to work. It's got to be Caicedo or bust. Caicedo or bust. Guys, how do y'all feel? Please comment below, like this video, share, and subscribe. God bless you all. Peace.